words are pure, that means there is no contamination in what God says, but they are also very valuable, more valuable than silver. So what you say has to be clear, and it also has to be valuable. You have to speak words that edify other people. So when we say bad language, when we say curse words, when we say, those words that are naughty words, bad words, we are not speaking pure. We're speaking filth. We're contaminating ourselves. So that's something that we have to keep in mind, that we have to speak clearly, but we have to speak with value, words that edify, that build and construct another person, that lifts up another person. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to empathize with the customer. We're going to speak clearly with good accent, but we're also going to give value. Our words are going to be very valuable. So, number one, opening. Thank you for calling Amazon customer service. This is Carlos. How may I help you today? Two, empathy. Hi, Mr. Customer. I can relate to what you're saying about your package, and I'm very sorry to hear you haven't received it yet. Assurance. Please understand that you're my priority at this moment, and you're talking to a tracking expert here at Amazon. I can definitely verify on my end the status of your verification. Can I please have your order number, please? Thank you. Would you please go next step? Okay, hold procedure. Mr. Customer, I need to work on my system for a couple of moments. Can I place you on hold for 2 minutes while I work on the system? Yes? Thank you so much, sir. Okay, Mr. Customer, as my system information shows, the package was delivered on 12/1. Okay, Mr. Customer, just to be on the same page, you will receive your package tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. through UPS. Once again, my name is Rocky Balboa. Thank you very much for choosing Amazon. Have a wonderful day, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Blessing to everybody at the family. See ya. Bye-bye. Hey, what's going on, team? Welcome to our class for tonight. My name is Mr. E. Welcome to our call center training courses. Today, we're going to talk about empathy. In our previous lesson, we gave you an introduction to what empathy was. We defined empathy. We discussed the call center script. We dissected the script verbatim. We gave you pronunciation tips, and we gave you a scenario to practice at the end. Today, we're going to start off by learning how to use the word empathy in English. So let's get started with our training. We're going to cover how to use the word in context of language grammatically, to use it as a verb, as a noun. But we're also going to focus on our accent and pronunciation. So as you know, accent training is the training that gives you the tools necessary to pronounce clear English. Oh, I like that definition. So accent training, right? What is accent training? So accent training gives you the tools necessary, right, to speak clear English. All right, let's say that, guys. Everybody, accent training. Everybody, accent training.
Accent training
Gives you the tools.
Gives you the tools
gives you the tools
Necessary to speak.
necessary to speak
necessary to
Clear
speak
English.
clear English.
clear English.
That's right. So people don't go like, huh? What? What did you say? Huh? Transfer me to somebody in America, please. No, right? So people don't say that to you, especially your customers. Talking about clear, talking about pure English, clear English. That
Clear
reminds
English.
me to remind you of something that I wanted to share. It says here, the words of the Lord are pure words as silver. The words of the Lord are pure words as silver. So why? Why this verse? Because our words are powerful, right? Our words are powerful, but the words of the Lord God are pure. Everything that the Lord God says is pure. And what is something pure? Something that has no contamination, something that is in its essence whole and complete, no contamination, nothing dirty, no filthiness. It's pure, something that is pure, something that is clear. When you drink water, imagine that this is water, for example, you're going to get yourself something to drink. Here I have this empty bottle of Gatorade, right? So when you get water to drink and you buy the water, you want to drink pure water. You don't want to drink dirty water that is brown or it has dirt. You want to drink pure, clear water because it's good for you, right? In the same way, when you speak your words, you want to speak clearly. When it comes to English, you want to speak clearly. You want people to understand you. So it's important to speak pure words, clear words when you speak English. And in the case of the Lord, they are as pure as silver. So silver is a very precious metal that is very hard to obtain, even harder than gold. The process includes higher temperatures to obtain the silver. So the words are pure. That means there is no contamination in what God says, but they are also very valuable, more valuable than silver. So what you say has to be clear and it also has to be valuable. You have to speak words that edify other people. So when we say bad language, when we say curse words, when we say, those words that are naughty words, bad words, we are not speaking pure. We're speaking filth. We're contaminating ourselves. So that's something that we have to keep in mind, that we have to speak clearly, but we have to speak with value, words that edify, that build and construct another person, that lifts up another person. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to empathize with the customer. We're going to speak clearly with good accent, but we're also going to give value. Our words are going to be very valuable. So let's get started with our class for today. So we're going to speak clear. That's the whole purpose of this class, but also to give value to what we're saying. Let's start with the word empathy. So last time we defined what is empathy, right? It's empathy is the call center skill that is used to connect emotionally to the customer, to acknowledge the feelings and emotions and the situation that the customer is going through. Now let's learn how to use it in terms of language, because sometimes we know what it means, but we don't know how to use the word. So empathy is the base word, empathy. And this is going to be pronounced like this. So you're going to pronounce it like this. Ba. This is a weak vowel, so we'll use a weak vowel. The TH, and we'll use a long Y. And we'll say empathy, empathy. So that'll be the correct form of pronouncing it. Empathy is an idea, and anything that is an idea is a noun in English. So empathy is the idea of connecting emotionally with a customer. So it's a noun. From the noun, we're going to have verbs and adjectives and whatnot. So let's use the adjective form. So we'll say empathetic, like so. Empathetic, empathetic, empathetic. So we're going to pronounce it like this. Empathetic. We'll use a flap T. Do you remember our last class from the flap T? Thick. Empathetic. Now we're using it as an adjective form. Remember that adjectives describe a noun or a person or thing, and adjectives answer the question, what kind? Okay? Oh, what kind of person are you? Empathetic. What kind of statement did you use with the customer? An empathetic statement. So we use it. This is one form of the adjective form. There's another form which is empathic. So you can also say empathic, a shorter form. Empathic, which is pronounced like so. You'll say pa. Now here you need to change the vowel to a nasal vowel. So let's use the nasal vowel. Empathic. Remember the TH? This is the voiceless TH, so we use this symbol. The I here is going to be an I vowel, right? So it's the I, and the C will always sound like a K. So we'll say empathic, empathic. This is the second adjective form that you can use. So, you know, did you know that English is the language with the most words, the most vocabulary? So here we have two adjectives for empathy, empathetic and empathic. So you can use it like this. What kind of person is Juan? Oh, he's empathic. What kind of words did you use with the customer? Empathic words. Okay, so here you have the two adjective forms. Now let's talk about the verbs, the dynamic form of it. So we would say the verb form would be empathize, like so. E-M-P-A-T-H-I-Z-E. Empathize will be pronounced like this. I'll use a weak vowel here. So I'm not going to say empathize. I'll use the TH sound. The I here is a diphthong. So let's write the diphthong. Empathize. And the letter E is not pronounced at the end in English. So we'll just close it like this. Empathize. Empathize. So we as agents, we need to empathize with a customer. Number one, opening. Thank you for calling Amazon customer service. This is Carlos. How may I help you today? 2, empathy. Hi, Mr. Customer. I can relate to what you're saying about your package, and I'm very sorry to hear you haven't received it yet. Assurance. Please understand that you're my priority at this moment, and you're talking to a tracking expert here at Amazon. I can definitely verify on my end the status of your verification. Can I please have your order number, please? Thank you. Would you please go next step? Okay. Hold procedure, Mr. Customer. I need to work on my system for a couple of moments. Can I place you on hold for 2 minutes while I work on the system? Yes? Thank you so much, sir. Okay, Mr. Customer, as my system information shows, the package was delivered on 12/1. Okay, Mr. Customer, just to be on the same page, you will receive your package tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. through UPS. Once again, my name is Rocky Balboa. Thank you very much for choosing Amazon. Have a wonderful day, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Blessing to everybody at the family. See ya. Bye-bye. I will empathize. I empathize every day with the customers. Empathize. Now, this is a regular verb. Do you guys remember the regular verbs? Right? And how do we form the past tense and the past participle of regular verbs? We add the D. So let's add the D part to form the participle. And I'll say empathized, like so. Empathized. Let's pronounce it correctly. So we'll start with M. The I is a diphthong. Z, empathize. Now, here's a little trick. We're going to have an excellent class on ED endings, so don't miss it. Here, the trick is this. The letter Z in empathize is vocal. There is vibration. You can test it by putting your fingers on your throat and say and you can feel the vibration, right? So because of that vibration, the sound of the ED ending is a D sound. D. Empathized. 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 And that's it. So that's going to be the participle of the verb. Empathized. On my last call, I empathized with a customer. Yesterday, I empathized with a caller. So that's how we would use it. Now, let's practice it together. Let's see. Let's turn on your microphones and let's hear you guys now. So yeah, let's go. Come on, team. Good to see everybody here tonight. Oh my goodness. We got everybody here. Okay, good. All right, everybody ready to practice? All right, let's learn how to use empathy. Everybody, let's say empathy.
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 Now, the adjective form, empathetic.
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 Yes.
Empathetic.
Second adjective form, empathic.
Empathic.
Yeah, I prefer empathic, but it's up to you if you want to say empathetic or empathic. Okay. All right. Let's use the verb form. Empathize.
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 Let's use the participle form. Empathized.
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 Very good. You see, the trick is to say z and then say the D as an extra sound. Z. Empathize. D. Empathize. Good. Good. That's right. I used to have a teacher in Canada. Her name was Mrs. Churchman. She was an old lady, and she taught me and my brother how to speak English clearly. I remember, this is a good story. There was a classroom. We were kids like in the 3rd and 2nd grade. There were kids from India. There were kids from the Philippines. There were kids that were French Canadians. There were native Canadians with their hair up to down here. There were all kinds of kids, kids from Europe in the same classroom. And I was the only Latino in the class, right? So I was lucky. So Miss Churchman, this old lady, would go by everybody and she would teach us how to pronounce the D sound. So she would go D, D, look, D, D. But she would go with each child and she would go D, D. And you had to pronounce it, right? So that you can imagine Miss Churchman on top of you. You're on your desk and she's going D, D, D. And then the next kid, and then the next kid. So it was my turn. So she went, it was my turn and she got to my place and she said, D. She inclined over me, D. And I was like, D, D. And then she said it hard. No, you got to say it like this. She took off her glasses, old lady glasses with little, pieces of string. And she said,
Yeah.
D, D. And then I got the saliva on my face, right?
The spit.
Like, D. Yes, Miss Churchman. Yes, Miss Churchman. So I can still remember the saliva on my face. Lucky for you, you don't get that experience. Opening. Thank you for calling Amazon customer service. This is Carlos. How may I help you today? 2, empathy. Hi, Mr. Customer. I can relate to what you're saying about your package, and I'm very sorry to hear you haven't received it yet. Assurance. Please understand that you're my priority at this moment, and you're talking to a tracking expert here at Amazon. I can definitely verify on my end the status of your verification. Can I please have your order number, please? Thank you. Would you please go next step? Okay. Hold procedure. Mr. Customer, I need to work on my system for a couple of moments. Can I place you on hold for 2 minutes while I work on the system? Yes? Thank you so much, sir. Okay, Mr. Customer, as my system information shows, the package was delivered on 12/1. Okay, Mr. Customer, just to be on the same page, you will receive your package tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. through UPS. Once again, my name is Rocky Balboa. Thank you very much for choosing Amazon. Have a wonderful day, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Blessing to everybody at the family. See ya. Bye-bye. Okay? True story. That's why I never forget. Yeah, let's say empathized.
Empathized.
Oh, you see?
Empathized.
That's right. Yeah.
Empathize.
Good job. Now let's practice sentences.
All right.
Okay, guys, a little bit of practice, just as we say, for good measure, right? For good measure, right? So everything is A-okay for good measure. Here are some sentences for you. So to apply the language, number 1, empathy is a call center skill. Everybody? Empathy is
Empathy is
soft skill. Thank you. It's the hour. It's Friday. Come on. It's soft skill. No, really, guys, if I make a mistake, let me know. Right? I need to
Soft
wake up
skill.
too.
I
Okay.
understand.
Call center. Now, a little
Center.
something extra. I remember that I did a video like 2 years ago, and somebody on social media started they started a little, you know, the trolls, you know, those people that have nothing to do. They started to troll, and they said, no, you're supposed to say center, not center. You're supposed to say center because it's center. And they were like other people like commenting. I don't even read those. It's a waste of time. So by the way, if somebody's commenting on your stuff, it's because you are a threat to them. They feel insecure. So yes, ignore them. Well, anyways, the story is this. Some people say center, some people say center, right? And the people ask me, what's the correct pronunciation, Mr. E? And the answer is both. Both are correct. So as a matter of fact, there's a rule for that. We should pronounce center as the correct form, right? So if anybody's watching this, you can comment all you want. I don't care. Center. So here with a T, the regular T as in tomato, the plosive T. So you can say center, center. Actually, if you look up the UK pronunciation for British English, the T is always pronounced center, center.
Center.
Right?
Call center.
That's right. And in America, you know, American English is special. We learned about the glottal T, and remember the glottal T, right? So here you're gonna say what am I doing? Center. So you can say center, se, and you drop the T. So the T is dropped, center, like so. Okay? Center. Call center. Everybody, call center.
Call center.
All center.
That's right.
Like better.
Center. So what is the answer to that question? What is the answer to the question? The answer is both pronunciations are correct. It's just that when you pronounce the T, it's more, let's say, UK British, center, okay? And when you drop the T, what type of accent is that? American.
Call center.
American, right? So, yeah. So as a matter of fact, both are correct. Both are correct. And you can win any debate. Well, don't even debate about it. Just move on to something more important, right? But some people feel that this is important. So I hope that that helps them move on with their lives. Well, anyways, let's go. Let's continue. Let's go. Yeah, let's go here. Soft skills. How do you say that, guys? Soft skills.
Soft skills.
Soft skills.
The letter A, what's going on with the letter A? That doesn't fool you. What is it? What letter?
Soft skill.
Skills. Soft skills. And what are soft skills?
skills.
It's just a fancy way of saying call center skills. I don't invent this stuff. It's just soft skills. Number 2, I need to empathize with the customer. Everybody?
I need to empathize with the customer.
That's right. This is a verb. I need to, I have to. Number 3, I have to use empathetic statements. Or I'm sorry, my mistake. I mean empathic statements. Everybody?
I have to use.
We have to use
emphatic statements.
statements.
Empathic.
Empathic.
Empathic statements.
Empathic statement.
Statements. What is a statement? A statement is a sentence, right? Another way of saying sentence. Number 4, John was an empathetic agent. Your turn.
John
was
an
empathetic
agent.
Say it. Empathetic. Empathetic agent. Good. Oh, and this is the big one. So we have adjective, adverb. Adverb. Empathetically. We spoke empathetically to the customer.
We spoke empathetically to the customer.
Oh, you guys can say it. Let's use the IPA. The IPA is our tool. So we're going to say empathetic.
Empathetic.
Empathetically. Empathetically. Empathetically.
Empathically.
Empathetic. There's a flap T here.
Empathically.
Empathetically. Everybody, empathetically.
Empathically.
Good job, man. All right, so let's give it another try, and we'll take our first break for some coffee, some water, bathroom. Let's say number one, empathy is a call center soft skill.
Empathy
is a soft skill.
Whatever you want, center or center, whatever. Number two, I need to empathize with the customer.
I need to
Empathize with the customer.
Number three, we have to use empathic statements.
We have to
use empathic
statements.
Number four, John was an empathetic agent.
John was an
empathetic
agent.
Number five, we spoke empathically to the customer.
We spoke empathically to the customer.
Good job. Everybody say, I love your pronunciation.
I like your pronunciation.
That's it. Very good. So now you know how to use empathy. And now when you have to go and talk about it at a call center interview, just go, blah, 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 and that's it. Okay. So now let's take a little break. We'll be back with our second part of the class. I have to coach you on empathy scripts. There is some awesome material that we have in the group. So make sure that you have it prepared for the second part. Let's take a little break. Coffee break. Coffee break. Thank you, guys. One, opening. Thank you for calling Amazon customer service. This is Carlos. How may I help you today? Two, empathy. Hi, Mr. Customer. I can relate to what you're saying about your package, and I'm very sorry to hear you haven't received it yet. Assurance. Please understand that you're my priority at this moment, and you're talking to a tracking expert here at Amazon. I can definitely verify on my end the status of your verification. Can I please have your order number, please? Thank you. Would you please go next step? Okay. Hold procedure. Mr. Customer, I need to work on my system for a couple of moments. Can I place you on hold for 2 minutes while I work on the system? Yes? Thank you so much, sir. Okay, Mr. Customer, as my system information shows, the package was delivered on 12/1. Okay, Mr. Customer, just to be on the same page, you will receive your package tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. through UPS. Once again, my name is Rocky Balboa. Thank you very much for choosing Amazon. Have a wonderful day, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Blessing to everybody at the family. See ya. Bye-bye.